What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Polo and welcome back to another How to Play. Today we get some shots up with the Miami Heat. This was a very requested video at a point in time. That's because of Jimmy G, and the G stands for gets buckets. I had to show love to the Heat, not only because they're the hometown team, but because of Jimmy's performance throughout the playoffs. He gave Bron 40 in the finals, and don't let them act like that ain't happened, because it happened. And can y'all do me a huge favor? I need y'all to spam that like and share this video, not only for it to blow, but so the right people can be able to hear this. I understand the Heat made it to the finals. Jimmy was getting buckets, but it's not a tier 1 team. These boys trash, all right? So, 2K, come on now, stop playing. To the strengths and the weaknesses. The strengths, first, you got chemistry. That's the only way you're going to win with the Heat. You got to have chemistry and you got to play as a team. The second strength, they got heart. Every single game you see me play in, it is down to the wire. That's because them boys gave me effort and they had heart. And the last strength is good weather. Bradley Beal, what is you waiting for, my boy? We got beaches and bitches. On to the weakness. Number 1 is star power. Jimmy Butler is guarding the best player on defense. So guess what? He's going to be tired on offense. And who's going to get you that bucket? Huh? Gorn? No, man. That's why I think the Heat should get Bradley Beal, because he can get you 30. What you need, 40? Speaking of 40, Udonis Haslem, you just getting free bread, all right? It's time to go, my boy. That money got to be spent somewhere else. And to the second weakness, the defense. Don't forget, Bam Adebayo is 6'9". That's all I got to say. And if Bam gets in foul trouble, you stuck with Kelly Olynyk. On to the key players. First, you got Bam Adebayo. He's going to be the defense alone. Second, we got Jimmy Butler. He's the heart and soul. Third, Tyler Herro. He's a wild card. And in gold, Duncan Robinson. He's going to take almost 90% of your three-pointers, and he's probably going to make them too. And if you want to win with the Heat, don't forget about
not 2, not 3.
Listen, you're not going to outscore anybody with this Heat team unless you watch the full video. The bad part about the Heat, you're at a disadvantage most of the time on defense because of mismatches alone. So if you find yourself not being able to guard anybody, you can't get rebounds, you're getting destroyed in the paint, or you simply can't even get a back-to-back stop, then you may want to switch to the 2-3 zone. And I'm going to teach you guys how to do my 2-3 zone because it works and it's easy. So the most important step is you got to have somebody that's fast and somebody that has respect on the defensive end at your power forward position. In this case, I'm using Jimmy Butler because he's known for defense and he's pretty fast. The reason I say put him at your power forward position is because that's the person that's going to play free safety basically. He's going to roam around and he's going to make sure that nothing easy is going to happen. The reason I like the 2-3 zone is because the computer, they not just really sitting around just watching the ball. Now they sitting around, but they're in the passing lane. So whenever you go up against teams that don't really change their freelance set, they got a bunch of people in the paint, what you can do is simply just run around guarding everybody that's on the perimeter because you're fast. And if you're going against a team that's really trying to shoot threes, what you can do is you can simply double team the ball handler, and then you can just switch back off and just get in the passing lane and try to get some steals. You're really guarding everybody and you're playing the passing lane. So if they can't shoot, what you want to do is just make sure they don't get nothing easy. If they can shoot, you may want to get out the zone, but practice does make perfect. And once you get it down, just know you got to convert at the other end. Those points matter. And if you're just getting stops and blowing fast breaks, you're in for a long game and not a good game either. So get the ball in your playmaker's hands and let him go to work. If you ever see Bam running the fast break, get the ball in his hands and let him score. Bam, he's able to finish in traffic with skill and finesse. He's able to body up, and if you have a center that's just running, just taking his time, he's going to run right past him. Don't forget, Bam is undersized for a center, so that means he's pretty fast. And he's going to body somebody. Like, he just can't help it. Check out Kuzma. That's a little boy, ain't it? He had no chance. So Bam Adebayo, he's the #1 option. He even has a finishing takeover, so y'all already know what that means. Next, Jimmy Butler. Y'all know this. Jimmy gets buckets, all right? He doesn't play with little boys, and he finishes strong every single time. If Jimmy doesn't finish strong, he's going to the line, but don't force things with Jimmy. One move you got to get down is the pro hop. If you happen to see a center down there, just pro hop right past him. The good thing about the pro hop is there's other moves you can combo the pro hop with. You hit somebody with a pro hop, right? And guess what? They in the paint, you still contest it. Only thing you have to do is simply fade away. You have to just do a regular fadeaway jump shot. and just peep the amount of space you created. But defense will only take you so far in this game, so you got to cash in on every fast break opportunity. When it comes down to offense in a half-court setting, the only way to be successful with the Heat is to let your shooters shoot. Duncan Robinson and Tyler Herro should have the most shots in the game, and if you want to win, getting shots up with Duncan Robinson is as simple as just knowing his jump shot. The way I score with Duncan Robinson is with simple jab steps. If that defender moves left, right, or even steps back an inch, I'm letting that ball go, and with Duncan Robinson's high three-pointer, it's going in every single time. You can do this move with screens, or you can simply just do the move. It's basically flipping the right stick to the right or left, whichever pivot foot you have, and just letting the ball go. It works on the computer, it works on user, it works on everybody, and it's one of my favorite moves without having to dribble. Scoring with Tyler Herro, it's way different because I don't really do catch and shoot. Well, I do. I score with Tyler Herro in every way possible. The one thing I like about Tyler Herro is the person that's guarding him isn't a good defender. They're just really out there, so you can really do whatever you want to do. A thing I like to do is really shoot threes, and the way I'm shooting them is by just stepping back. I'll call for a screen, press down on the right stick, and I'll just step back. Sometimes I'll even push the left stick back and just take the three. One thing about Tyler Herro, he has sneaky athleticism, so if there's not a good defender on him, you can easily blow past him and you can finish in the paint strong. So that's just one thing to think about with Tyler Herro. You got to keep the defense off balance though, and another way I get my shooters open is by holding circle or holding B and basically having a motion. So whenever you hold circle and B, you're going to see a basketball come underneath a player's name. Whichever player that you're aiming at, that's where the basketball is going to be, and that's going to be the person that's going to wrap around you. And once they wrap around you, the defense is just going to lose itself, and that's when things are going to be wide open. Once things are wide open, three-pointers are open, and it's time to shoot. Or you can take things to the paint and you can throw alleys. It's going to be a lot of ball movement with the Heat if you want to win, because they don't really have the star powers to just go out there and get buckets. Only unless you're shooting with Jimmy G, and the G stands for gets buckets.
At one point in the scrimmage, sources says Butler turned to GM Scott Layden and screamed, "You bleeping need me! You can't win without me!" Butler left teammates and coaches largely speechless. He dominated the gym in every way. Jimmy's back, said this one.
If you're playing against somebody that's actually good at the game, then Jimmy Butler is your only hope to win. So you have to take good shots with him. Yeah, you got the 2-3 zone, you got playmaking, but if you get Jimmy cold, that could be the end of the game just like that. So what you got to do is take smart shots with Jimmy, and the mid-range area, if you take any shots in the mid-range, it's an automatic bucket. Jimmy's mid-range, it's almost perfect. So whatever you do, do not shoot any threes with him. Just try to take a step in and shoot the mid-range. The way you're going to get the mid-range is by simply letting your defender know you can take him to the paint at will, because that's going to set up step back opportunities. And speaking of step backs, he also has a great little hop jumper. His step back, it's very crucial, so don't forget about that. But you got to let people know you can take them to the paint whenever you want to. And when you're going to the paint, you have to double tap square, put your shoulder into him, body him a little bit, and finish strong. Jimmy's going to finish strong unless there's a bigger person on him, but that's when you go to your pro hop and then the fadeaway. Next, we got Bam Adebayo. I could not forget about him because the Heat already gave him his money, so I had to show him love. Bam Adebayo, he's unique in a half-court setting because you can do almost what you want to do. You can bring the ball up and down the court with Bam, but the thing I like the most about Bam, he's a playmaker, all right? I like to get Bam in the mid-range area, and what I like to do is I like to hit my defender with a simple jab step and get right past him. Another move to do, since Bam is only 6'9", whenever there's a shot blocker in the paint, what you want to do is you want to simply wrap around them. Don't try to dunk on anybody because it ain't happening, all right? But man, that's about it. I hope y'all boys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna show y'all this little clip. Your boy was down, but we had heart. But man, thank y'all boys so much for watching. I just want to say, go ahead and leave a like, make sure you share it up, and please don't forget to subscribe. But it's your boy Polo, and I'm out. Yeah, do you hear me? That's 42, Jimmy. That's 43 with Jim. That's 43 with Jim. Come on, man. Jim said, give me 43. Hurry up, man.
No, terrible shot. Oh.
This is the effects of the zone. First and second quarter, yeah, he blowing me out, but this game is about adjustments. I switched to the zone in the second half. He had no answers. His shooters, they wasn't open. That's Dennis. I'll take that. We get on the fast break, you already know I got to convert. But guess what? Dennis, you're a baby. I'm going to treat you like one. Jimmy don't play around with little boys. But Ty Dolla's open, so that's